I was a little nervous to walk in here the first time, to be totally honest, because I thought it was going to be kind of a hippy-dippy thing where there would be incense and sage and all sorts of fun aromatics. But what I found was a really science-based practice that focused not only on blood tests and additional blood diagnostics, but he also looked at other things. For example, he examines your coloring. He examines your eyes and your eyelids, your tongue, certainly looks at things like your pulse. So he uses a variety of different diagnostics to get the full picture of your health. I think that's really important because he's not just looking at one data point or another. He's looking for the intercorrelation across multiple data points to prove or disprove a hypothesis. I also thought it would be filled with, hey, you really need to sit outside and ground differently or do that. And while there were some of those recommendations provided, the majority of our conversation was focused on looking at all of the different diagnostics and gathering all the insight we needed to figure out how we pivoted my strategy to provide me the very best outcomes possible. So the first time I walked in, I was a little nervous. We sat down in this exact chair. Oscar did my pulse, he looked at my tongue, he looked at my eyes, he asked a variety of different environmental questions, and we got to work immediately. He was able to help explain where I was not sure whether chemo was the right approach for me. His immediate response was, oh no, you need some additional support outside of what I can give you, but I'm gonna help ensure that you have everything you need to make sure that those medicines work to their maximum effectiveness and give you as little impact to your lifestyle and joy as possible. So he was able to help me really manage that joy-risk ratio each of us as patients really need to focus on. Some of the things he did specifically for me was he prescribed some specific both natural teas or natural medicines, but he also looked for things that are not pharmaceuticals, but more nutraceuticals. He allowed me to combine both the supplements and the nutraceuticals to get that magic mix of what will really help me be the healthiest person possible. And it's wild to say that after I just finished and was pronounced NED with stage 4 chemo-resistant aggressive and inoperable cancer, through the entire process I was actually much healthier than I was ever before. I was able to lose weight. I was able to increase my, all of the good diagnostics in my blood. My cholesterol is down. My neutrocyte to lymphocyte ratio is right. All of those things that I didn't even know to look for, I now have been educated and prepared so that I can even look at my blood test and understand my true level of health and the metabolic area in which I need to focus my attention. I would say overall my impression of working with Oscar is he is the best friend and the coach and the mentor I wanted during my cancer activity. Everyone in my network was scared when I came in here that I wouldn't choose to do Western medicine. But the answer is it's not one or the other. It's bringing the best of both worlds together to get the best outcome possible. And that's what I've been able to do by bringing together both Oscar's naturopath and acupuncture clinic, as well as my oncologist, to bring forth the very best in medicine. And in fact, my oncologist actually recognizes and respects Oscar's impact in my journey as well.